And heck, we're live. Everybody loves the word heck. Shout out to the word heck. Unless it's one of those words that has like weird, dark
If Prominence
roots.
comes in here and says language, then you know it's bad.
True, that's true. I don't want to get one of those today. I think I have to turn down the resolution on the background video. There we go. Jesse says, Labor Day weekend, let's go. Yep. Labor Day weekend is right around the corner. Looking forward to that 3-day weekend myself. And it's great for all you viewers out there because that means on top of your 3-day weekend, you also can get extremely good deals.
It's Friday, so take advantage now. We will not be here over the weekend.
That's a good disclaimer. I mentioned the same thing on the title of this video. This is your last chance before Labor Day because we won't be here. We won't be live streaming. So Labor Day sale is going to be active all weekend and on Labor Day. But this is your last chance to get the stacked live stream plus Labor Day before Labor Day. If that makes sense.
Remember that G3s are low on inventory.
What's that number?
I'll show you. We're stuck.
Well, let's turn that around. Let's turn that frown upside down. Yeah, guys, the G3, we're almost out, and that's because the price on them is so ridiculously, stupidly low right now that we're basically giving them to you for free. Not actually, but it's a low price, and they're selling out quick. We're not going to have them for much longer. It's going to be G4s only soon. So if you want a G3, consider texting Brian at 747-282-0538.
Is there any way we can order from Puerto Rico? Vic, you technically can. We can ship it to Florida. You're going to have to get your own carrier to get it down to your location, though. So we can ship anywhere within the United States, the continental United States. Once you go off the continental United States, you'll have to get your own carrier to get it there. So it is possible, Vic. Anything's possible.
I will strap any battery to my back and swim to get it to you. I wonder how much like muscular force you would have to have in order to swim with, let's just say, a walrus, for example, on your back. I mean, any of them, but like the walrus weighs like 400 pounds. You'd have to be so strong.
Yeah, to carry it? Yeah.
To swim?
To swim?
Yeah.
No, you think it floats?
No way. There's no way it floats. There's no way it floats. That thing's sinking like a rock. Vic says, thank you, Brian. Brian, what do you say when people say thank you?
You're welcome. Thanks.
I'm just gonna like constantly enforce good manners on this stream. That's what I'm here to do. You doing anything over the weekend? I don't remember if I asked you that already.
No, I will not.
Same. I'm maybe working a little bit on the Guyver stuff, but other than that, taking it pretty easy. Welcome, welcome. This is our last live stream before Labor Day, so it's your last chance to get the Labor Day plus live stream discount at the same time because we won't be here streaming on Labor Day. So if you like code stacking and getting sales on sales, today's your last chance. If anybody's just joining, my name is Nick. This is Brian. We are streaming to you live from BatteryEVO in sunny Los Angeles. A little too sunny. It's been hot in here today. and we're here to answer all your questions about BatteryEVO, how to go off-grid, golf cart batteries, anything you need. Ask us about off-grid power. We'll help you get started. Even if you're at the very beginning of your off-grid journey, we can help you figure it out. You can tell us things like where you live, your square footage, what you're trying to take off-grid. Ask us how many panels you might need, stuff like that. We'll get you set. And most importantly, and why most people come to the streams, is because while we are live streaming, you can text in that number 747-282-0538 to reach Brian, where he will be giving you the live stream discount. That is a discount that is on top of anything else, so that goes on top of Labor Day sale. That's only available while we're live streaming. When we end the stream, we can't give that discount out anymore. So ask us anything. Thank you, Vic, for your question. Thank you, Jesse, for your Labor Day excitement. If anybody else has any other questions or comments, drop it in the chat. Give us something to talk about.
Keith's asking how your car situation's going.
Keith, my car situation is, well, it's not pretty. It's about the same. I don't really have much information. Somebody's working on it right now. They're giving it a good look, but at this moment, I don't really know what the status is. I know that it's still bent out of shape. So I've been getting rides around town lately, which I don't like because I like being able to just drive myself.
You just clink yourself?
Yeah, but not intentionally. If I was just like, I don't like getting rides from people.
Clink.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
It's a weird thing to cheers to.
Yeah. You said you don't like getting rides from people?
I don't like having to get rides from people to get around. Like, I want to have the option to drive myself. There are definitely times where getting rides is nice, to not have to worry about it. So I don't want to say, all in all, don't drive me anywhere. But Raymond says, tell Nadine I am watching.
All right, Raymond.
Should I just shout it from here, see if she hears it in the other?
Yeah. Just like as loud as you can.
That would throw her off so hard if I yelled her name at the top of my lungs from this room. Give her a panic attack. Well, she needs to know. She was actually asking me. She said, Nick, is Raymond on yet? I was like, no, I'm sorry. Raymond. Let us know if you have any other questions. Although that was a very important one.
Let's start the battery questions.
Battery questions.
If we don't have off-grid battery questions, we're going to have to default into canceling this live.
Woo!
Nobody gets a deal.
What? But today's the last day.
For YouTube Live, yeah. Because no one's going to be here on the weekend.
Yeah. No one's going to be here on the weekend. That's the thing about I feel like it's kind of a blessing and a curse, these holiday sales, is because it's the day is set up to do really good sales and then everybody goes home.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing, but I'm not complaining. I mean, I want the day off, trust me. You got a see-through can right now. Watch, hold that in front of your face.
Well, that's how you know you can't advertise.
Yeah. Raymond says we've been having too much cloud coverage lately to charge our batteries. That sucks. Where are you?
Where you at, Raymond?
Let's think. What would you do if you're in Raymond's situation?
I get cloud panels.
Cloud panels. Is that a thing? I don't.
No, they're not a thing.
I thought. I mean, I didn't think that that meant like taking energy out of clouds. I know that that's not a thing.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know if there was like special panels that are rated for cloud. You know. Cloud use. Oklahoma City. It has been cloudy in Oklahoma. Cloudy in Oklahoma sounds like it would be a really good country song. What would we do about that cloudy coverage? One Up Service LLC says, I have a G4 Plus and love the price and power. That being said, I have run into issues with my app, showing no daily consumption. Interesting. Have you tried disconnecting your battery and reconnecting it? Maybe that would help. But just heads up, there is an app update dropping soon, I've been told. I don't know the exact date on it, but the app has been known to be a little glitchy. And a little would be an understatement. I think it has issues. So looking forward to that app update. As soon as that is out, we'll post content about it, and you'll see there will be announcements. Should be soon. Should be just around the corner. Wind turbine. Yeah, you could go with a wind turbine to charge back up. I mean, I guess Raymond, do you have the ability to just do like time of use grid tied during times like this? That would probably be the best alternative if you're not getting enough sun to go off grid. Maybe just go like grid tied and take, if you need me to explain the time of use settings and how to do that, let me know. It's another way to save money. One Up Service says, I would like a second battery, also need the price. Awesome. Well, you picked a good day to do it, because right now we have the Labor Day sale active, and this is our last live stream before Labor Day, which means you can stack the Labor Day sale and the live discount that you get for buying while we're live. To get that, you just got to text in 747-282-0538. That's the number at the bottom right of the screen. You'll text Brian directly here in this room, and he'll give you that extra discounted walrus on top. So just a heads up, we're getting low on inventory on the G3. They've been moving really fast during this sales period because it's the lowest we've had them priced all year. We have more G4s, but that's also very, very low price. We got a good sale going on right now, so be sure to text in, and we'll see if we can get that price even a little bit lower. If you have any other questions, let us know. I'm glad you've been enjoying the walrus that you have. That's awesome. Make sure anybody who texts us in, make sure that we know you're coming from the live stream so that we can be sure to apply the live discount to your price. And that's only while we're live, and that's only us who's allowed to do it. It's the extreme privilege that Nick and Brian have around here. Brian also has the privilege to kick webcams whenever he wants.
Oh, dang it. That's like really an accident.
Raymond says, also unusual cold weather, so that helps. I'm getting about 10% out of my bifacial panels. I have smart hours planned. Interesting. Yeah, that's...
Wind turbine.
Man, I would like some cold weather right now. Yeah, wind turbine's cool. Okay, so I'll talk about time of use rates for a second. Sounds like you already know the deal, but I'm going to do it anyway. So, almost every utility, and in fact, I think every utility company around here has different rates throughout the day. So, for example, some areas in the morning or in afternoon when a lot of people are at home, getting ready, hanging out, using a lot of electricity, rates go up and they charge more for it. Wolf's Friend 42 says, who makes the batteries that you are selling? We manufacture the batteries. The lithium cells come from various sources. So we couldn't really nail that down to one specific, but we source our lithium cells from electric vehicle manufacturers. Daniel says, "Can I use more than one discount code?" Yes, you can, and
Only right now, though.
yeah, only right now while we are live. So the way it works is that we have our Labor Day sale going on right now, and we have our live stream discount that's available anytime we're live, but only while we're live if you text in the number on screen. So text in, let Brian know that you're coming from the stream, and that and let him know what you want, and he will apply the custom discount. So you'll get Labor Day discount plus the live stream discount for the lowest price possible. Anybody who wants that can get it. Just text in that 747 number at the bottom of your screen. Broken Heart Production says, "What's up, Brian?"
Hello. I think you weren't here that day, Nick. We basically
Chatted?
not just chatted, but we figured we don't need you here. That's
Okay.
kind of what happened, because here's the thing. Broken Heart Productions is in productions,
Okay.
and the creative director wasn't there on that chat.
Mm-hmm.
So it just, someone slid in.
Oh, man. One day away from the stream
One
and I'm
day
replaced.
away, and you've
Wow.
been 100% replaced by
It's
Broken Heart
cutthroat out
Productions.
here in Los Angeles.
No,
Everybody
actually,
needs
that's
to
not
work.
true. Broken Heart Productions is the guy who is nuclear. He's a nuclear systems engineer.
That's
Nuclear
cool.
systems operator.
That's very cool.
Nuclear systems something. I don't know what the last part was, but he's rich.
Broken. Well, can I
told-
have some money then,
he told
please?
us he told us our salary, and yeah.
Oh, man. Can I come creatively direct for you? Do you need that?
Yeah.
Nick was out. LOL. Yeah. So I'm gonna jump back real quick to keep back onto Raymond's question for a second. So I was explaining time of use. Basically, times like in the morning and afternoon when a lot of people are using electricity, the cost per kilowatt goes up, and it costs more. At the times like the middle of the night, your costs go down. Electricity costs less. So even if you're not getting enough from your panels, or you're in a situation where you don't know what you're going to do to refill your walrus cheaply, you can go into the time settings in the menu and set your walrus to charge up during those cheap times and run the power back into your house during the expensive times. So basically during those times of day where you're going off the walrus, you're slashing your power bill. That's a good alternative if you're not getting enough sunlight due to the weather. Broken Heart says, "I wish." Yeah, me too. We're all wishing and dreaming and hoping and yearning. Yeah, and in areas like Texas, you have nights free plan. So what people do during those times is just set their walrus to charge up when it's free, and then take it off the grid when it costs money, essentially getting rid of their power bill altogether.
Alright guys, YouTube live codes are activated. They will only be active for today. So if you're trying to get extra discount on top of the Labor Day pricing, you gotta text in. You gotta be ready to go. If you're not ready to buy today, do not ask for the code. Because if I give you the code and you don't buy, you've expired your one-time offer. If you have questions about the product, ask it in the chat, and we will answer your questions over the live chat. If you're ready to buy and you're trying to get a deal, then text in for the code. Don't just text in just to get the price, to get the code, to get the whatever, because if you do not use the code, it will expire for you. You will not get it at a later time.
Dude, look at this. I want to be on one of his songs.
Oh, that's sick.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's really cool, dude.
I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. I just got that text. Ooh, I wish I could talk about that, but I'm gonna hold that one in for a bit. Broken Heart says, I've gotten my power consumption from grid about 120 kilowatt hours a day down to 30 kilowatt hours a day using G4 and 8 panels. That's a great demonstration of the use case, and that really shows you the effects that it can have on your daily use. I mean, you're taking down your usage off the grid to a fourth of what you were before. Still got some tweaking to do with the whole system. Nice. Well, what are you trying to tweak? What are you trying to accomplish? Maybe we can help you out. Raymond says OG and E smart hours 32 cents per kilowatt hour, 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. Yeah, and it varies from area to area. So depending on where you live and what utility company you use, be sure to double check. They are required to post what their rates per watt hour are. So be sure to look it up, find out what's best for you, and set your system accordingly. It's kind of like setting your coffee maker to make your cup of coffee right when you get up in the morning. Just set your walrus to power up when it's cheap. Brian, I'm still waiting on those engineering prints / manuals, buddy.
Oh my god.
Ooh, you got hit with a buddy. That means it's serious. I call people buddy affectionately a lot. Just like, you know, regularly. And I've been told that that can be read as condescending. So nobody's my buddy anymore. Daniel says, I watched the video and a man said you could use more than 5,500 watt worth of solar panels as long as the voltage is below 230. Is that true?
Depends on the unit, but technically yes.
Yeah. What video were you watching? Do we have the AC on in here? It's set to 80? Get out. Your life is about to get so much better.
I just got another happy birthday, Brian. Mine is
Ooh.
Sunday.
Got a happy birthday for Brian.
Welcome to a hit dog gone holler. So it's basically a hit dog is going to holler.
Oh man, I feel this thing pinging like crazy. I need to put the sound on because then it starts to ping, 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 ping. Am I muted? Why wouldn't the sound play?
Alright. Daniel says it's the G3. Raymond says, I have to go back outside. We're installing 8 370 watt Silfab panels right now. Man, on the solar live stream while installing solar. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Have a fantastic weekend. You have a good weekend too. Enjoy that 3-day weekend.
How do people still know it's my birthday?
I've been texting them whenever you're away from your computer.
Ah, that's funny.
I mean, it is the name of the previous, the previous video, you know? The
But, like,
last stream we did.
But if they didn't know about it then,
That's true.
you know, the thumbnail's
That's
not
true.
there.
You're right. It's, well, I mean, remember, you're rapidly aging and they can just see it happening.
That is absolutely crazy.
Keith said, I'm listening in as I'm cleaning my panels. Almond harvesting near me has been making them dusty.
Almond harvesting.
So just a bunch of almond dust.
I want to set up like some kind of like where I live. I have plenty of extra space. I want to set up like these planters and like invite people to rent the planters to like grow like
That'd be cool.
fruit and stuff. I just
Yeah.
don't know how to do this.
You don't know how to set up the planters, or
Well,
how
like
to
I know
find
how I know.
people?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I can set up planters.
Dude, I mean, you're the finding people guy.
I know.
You know how to set up an ad and find a lead.
I failed myself. I can't do the one thing I'm made to do.
The one thing you're made to do, that's kind of like a little absolutist
Yeah.
and existential. I feel like you can do other things.
I mean, I guess you could.
I don't know. I always say the same thing about like my work though. I'm like, if I didn't have like making videos and like this sort of like realm of what I do, like I have no idea what I would be doing because I suck at pretty much everything else.
Is that true?
I'm min-maxed. Yeah, it's my only skill. Only skill that I could use to make money. I have other skills, but this is my money maker. Planters for vegetables or for vegetables? Keith wants to know.
I think vegetables without the quotes. I don't. Yeah, without the quotes.
Lucky it's not my house.
I'm not
Then
gonna.
You're gonna need quotes.
I'm not
on
gonna
quotes
say
on quotes.
no to that option, but it's just like that's not what I'm gonna market it as. You know, it's like tomatoes. It's
I
like
mean,
tomato
plus, I
friendly.
mean, it's better if you do it in more of a controlled setting anyway than doing sun grown outside. Not that I would know.
Yeah, not that.
26:30 time on that video. Okay, so it's a longer one. I'll have to check that out. And maybe you're talking about Providence's video. I'm gonna go record some voice lines for that thing that I mentioned to you a second ago. Dude, I can't believe I have you doing that.
That's so cool, dude. Good job. All right. So why is this like not pinging the noise? Why it's like usually supposed to ping? Oh, there it goes. So that's everybody who's calling in right now. Oh man. All right, guys. Nick had to step out for a quick second, so I'll take your calls. But I'm also trying to text everyone at the same time. My panel suggestion for shaking sweeping the trees. I live on an orchard, Keith. That's sick. Does that mean you have to have a lot of land? I'll holler at y'all sometime later for the answers to those questions. Okay, Broken Heart. Damn, I just realized you guys asked a bunch of questions. So G3, I need the grid tie to recharge Walrus well 22, then discharge until solar can pick it back up around 0700. I need that grid to recharge Walrus. Okay, got it. So yeah, Broken Heart, you should be able to do that with your time of use settings. To go back outside, we're installing 8 307 watt SILFAT panels right now. Alright, Raymond, good luck with that install. I would recommend take some pictures and videos of that and then send it to us, please. Listening in as I'm cleaning my panels. Almond harvesting near me has made them dusty. I think we did read that one. What deals you guys running on battery packs? Donald Williams, everything online has already been discounted for Labor Day, but while the YouTube Live is available, if you text this number below, you can get an extra discount code on top of the Labor Day discounts. You gotta text in, Donald, otherwise I cannot give you the price over the YouTube Live. But Donald, if you do have a question about the battery packs or how to use them or how to install them, please ask it in the chat. One Up Service says I have a 4.5 kilowatt solar array and G4 Plus testing at a capacity on a 6,000 square foot home. I can run it almost 24 hours. Very happy with my purchase. Thank you, One Up. One Up, if you can take a video or pictures of what your setup looks like and how you're using it on your ginormous home, we'd appreciate that so that we can maybe make some videos with it. I rent, but my landlord has about 20 acres of almonds. 20 acres of almonds is pretty ridiculous. That seems like a lot. I have about 110 acres. Y'all wanted to partner up and try something? Yes, Broken Heart Productions. What can we figure out? Remember, we have the Komodo. This is why I like the YouTube live chat. Once you guys start talking to each other, but there's a lot of almonds in our central area, in Central California. I didn't realize almonds were that lucrative. Broken Heart Productions, you really have 110 acres? Can we get a landing strip and a racetrack there so I can land my plane and go race my car around your acres, around your land? Remember, guys, we have the locals coming in and they're talking in the chat, but if you guys have questions about how to use the battery packs, just ask in the chat. I will show you how to install these in a grid-tied system, in an off-grid system with generator ports. We could talk about your solar array. We could talk about how much energy you really need. You could tell us your utility bill usage. We'll figure out how much energy you need to offset. We could talk about how to use multiple units to get more power output. If you guys need an industrial application for a large business or building, you can ask that as well. Remember that we don't just have the home battery backups. We also have golf cart and RV battery packs. So you guys can, utilize lithium in any situation you might need. We did this event the last 2 days. We used 2 Komodo power packs to power up a cinematic event. So that was cool. We have the Komodo units. If anybody needs a Komodo, we will take so much money off that right now because it's Labor Day and YouTube Live. Can I use, I thought you were asking if someone had land. I think I was, right? I think we did just ask that. Can I use any other kind of batteries with G4? It's not recommended because we don't know how they're gonna sync up together. It's preferably you use the same extension pack with the G4. We haven't tested alternative battery packs with the G4, so we're not sure if they're gonna read or sync up together. 3.5.
doing over here?
We're going good.
Beautiful. Okay. There's a lot of almonds in our area in Central California. I would like to grow almonds. Do they grow in trees? I know nothing about almond production. Do you?
I don't know anything about.
I grow a lot of fruits and vegetables at my place. Like I've always had a garden with like produce growing, but I've never grown any form of nut. I imagine it's trees. I have seen nuts growing on trees. Can I use any other kind of battery with my G4? No, you gotta hook up your expansion G4 expansion battery to the G4. Any other power solutions with 3 pH power? pH power. One of my customers in IT is seriously looking for a solution with her 3.5K power bill. Okay. Well, we can definitely help you with that, or help her with that, that is. So tell us a little bit about those needs. So that's obviously a lot of power getting used. In that case, it's probably looking like we'd send out something like one of our megawatt containers, which we can custom make for industrial purposes and things like that. Can I put more than 5,500 watts of panels on the G3? Can you do that? I think that's a no, right?
Say what?
More than 5,500 watts of panels on the G3?
It's not recommended. You could really only go put about 6,000 watts worth of solar on the G3.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't really want to go any higher than that.
It's funny getting like with the new Apple update, you get like AI summaries of your texts when they come in before you read them, if it's like a longer text. So when I get the text from us that just went out, the AI summary that my phone tells me is Nadine from BatteryEVO is inviting you to join the live stream.
That's funny.
Three-phase fryers, cookers, coolers, freezers, HVAC, etc. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need to get you a big custom unit. Could you? I know you probably already have been texting Brian because you said you needed an additional walrus, but maybe in that same text, if you could give us a little information about what she needs, and we can talk it out, because that's gonna be a custom build. That's not something that you just order off our website. But for that high of a bill, I'm assuming it's a lot of power, so we'll put together a solution. I guess this might be a call we need to do with you and her at some point in the future, but knowing things like exactly how many kilowatts she's using, you know, all the same kind of details we'd ask for like a home, but just on a larger scale, just so that we can map it out. You can get an additional charge controller for the G3. They have one at the BatteryEVO office that someone showed my dad when he was there. Yeah, you can do that. Broken Heart says, I'll do what I can to gather the info. Thank you. Yeah, or if you just, to save you the work, if you want to just connect us to her, we could just discuss it with her. Yeah, so you can do an additional charge controller for the G3. Just be aware that if you're going to replace any port or anything manually on your G3, that risks voiding your warranty. But yeah, you can do all kinds of custom builds. Someone asked if they could hook their gap off cart to it. The system I have right now, I have my electric lawnmower hooked up to it and can draw from it and charge it. Oh, that's cool. I have not seen that done before. With the electric lawnmower specifically. That's cool. Always cool to hear about different uses that people are finding. Have people been texting you and Brian?
Yeah.
Cool.
Usually this thing like goes like bing, 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 but it's like I don't know why it's not doing it today.
Not getting your bings.
I'm not getting my bings, and I don't like it. Or is it just that? Does this one not? Because I usually have both the apps open, like the. Where's my settings? Because this tool had like a. Had like an update, and so there's two apps. And maybe the other one was the one that was pinging, and this one's not. That's probably what it is. But I have sounds. I feel like it's not fun if it's not.
If you're not hearing it,
Yeah.
you need it to be like a full, all five senses experience.
Yeah, like
You need to see the message come in. You need to hear the message notify you. You need to feel the touch of the vibration of the phone when you get the text message. That's 3. I don't know about smell and taste.
Yeah, no smell and taste.
Maybe no smell and taste for the messages with
Like
customers.
it's not pinging me. I don't like that. I want it to.
Keith
ping.
wants to know what kind of mower you have, Daniel.
I'll keep this one open. Maybe it'll make noise. I like it makes the noise. There we go. See, that was the noise.
Fixed.
All right. So see now it's like, but it's that other tool, which now it makes me sad because I wanted to ping here.
Ping.
What's the price cost per kilowatt hour? The 48 volt King Kong 2, just so everybody can hear it too, has one of the best prices per kilowatt hour anywhere. Anywhere. So I'm gonna tell you guys what it is right now. So right now the King Kong 2.
Oh, will it work with the G3? I have a 72 volt motorcycle. My current system is an EG4. What's the voltage on the G3 again? That 48 or 72?
72.
Okay, so 72 volt will work with 72 volt.
So the King Kong 2 is a 48 volt battery system that has 62 kilowatt hour. It's currently on sale at $8,099.10 divided by 62. You're at around $130, $130 with 63 cents for the price per kilowatt hour.
Was that rhetorical?
Was that rhetorical? No, somebody asked me in the
Oh,
text
sorry.
messaging.
Okay.
All right, so there you go.
Okay.
Now you can hear everybody texting in. So everybody's texting in for units. Remember, if you need a G3, we're almost out of these. I think we're under 20 units total now. So if you need a G3 Pro, you want a G3, or you need an extension pack, text in now because chances are they'll be all sold out before Labor Day even hits.
What is... What is going on here? Keith said it would depend on if it's NMC or LFP, or would it depend if it's NMC or LFP? They have a different voltage for charge/discharge rate. Just check. You can monitor your voltages coming in and out of the Walrus on the inverter screen. So just make sure you can check and throttle to make sure it's the same voltage. If you can get it to be in the same voltage, you need it to be really within 1 volt. Then you can get it going. Daniel says electric Cub Cadet. It's 48 volt and I'm using it with an EG4 inverter. I'm using it solely off solar for the test and have it on a mobile 4.5 kilowatt solar trailer. I'm thinking of making a tailgate trailer, taking it to the Bills games and beyond. It's 6 S3P, 250 watt each, 18 panels. Nice. That's a good amount of panel coverage on a trailer. That's good. Yeah, that sounds fun. We just 2 or 3 weeks ago now, we were out at Speed Week in Utah on the Salt Flats. That's a big outdoor racing event, and we powered up trailers with like AC and stuff for drivers and the people working the merch, and we did that with 2 Komodos and our solar trailer and a big solar array that Jerry Rig Everything built. And it's fun. I'll tell you, it's fun to take those things out to an event, not just because you can use them, but also, you know, you get a lot of people stopping and asking you what you're doing with with a tank.
Why don't we do deal of the day on anything G4? Because we're almost out of G3. So what we'll do is that everything will qualify for the YouTube Live discount. But if you get a G4 Plus, it'll be a bigger discount than what the other ones qualify for. So if you're thinking you might need a bigger inverter, you might as well get a G4 Plus. And then I'll do a better discount on anything G4 Plus. I mean, G3 is still available for YouTube Live discounting, but I'll do a better discount on this or anything King Kong 2 related. That's Walrus Pacific, and that's King Kong 2. G3 Pro will do a super good deal if you get the 3rd battery pack with this one, but G4 Plus I'll do deal of the day on this.
That's a good one. I'm gonna put text on screen that says
deal of the day on G4 Plus.
That's big. That's huge. It's massive. Fong Mai says happy birthday, 29. Fong knows that it was your birthday, and Fong knows your age. Brian's not going to say it, but he's very thankful for the birthday wishes. Mr. Beast 60 says, do your batteries work with grid-tied solar, and what's safer, NMC or LFP? So, first question, yes they do. You can go grid-tied solar if you want to, or you can go direct solar right into the battery and inverter for to go more fully off-grid, or you could do a combination, or you could just go grid. It's very, very versatile. And what's safer, NMC or LFP? There's not too much of a safety difference in NMC and LFP. The main difference with those types of cell chemistries are the density of the power that you can store within it. So NMC has much higher density, meaning that you can pack a lot more power into a smaller package. The Walrus G3 and G4 use NMC, so that's why they are more compact. We're able to make it more compact and portable because of the high density of those cells. Now the Walrus Pacific is much, much larger and much, much, much heavier for 2 reasons. One, it's LFP cells, so those just take up more space and need more housing, but also because it's a higher capacity battery than the standard Walrus series. If you have any other questions, let us know. And for anyone just joining the stream, my name's Nick. This is Brian. We're streaming to you live from BatteryEVO. We're in the marketing office here in LA. We're answering your questions, anybody's questions about BatteryEVO, our products, how to go off-grid. We can help you come up with a plan for taking your home off-grid, such as your panel configuration, things like that. Just let us know if you have any questions. And while we're live streaming, only while we're live streaming, we're able to give you out extra discounts, which means that you can code stack basically with the discount that we have active for Labor Day right now and our live stream deal. This is your last chance to do that before Labor Day is up, because we won't be live streaming on Labor Day. We will not be here because it's a 3-day weekend. So this is our last live stream before that sales day. So if you want to get the Labor Day price with the live discount, please text us in. We'll give you that. We can't give the live discount once we're not live anymore. So text us in while we're still live. Let us know you're coming from the stream. 747-282-0538. That's the number in the bottom right corner. Mr. B60 says, thanks, just saw your fire extinguishers and thought it was because of thermal runaway potential. All of our products have the fire extinguishers built into them, regardless of LFP or NMC. That's built into every BatteryEVO product just as a safety precaution. It's good. You know, a fire event is very rare, but even if you're in the case where you have a fire outside of your battery, like something catches fire in your home somewhere and is spreading, that fire extinguisher will still detect the high heat and kick on to make sure that you know, to prevent further fire or like an explosion or anything like that. So yeah, all of our products have safety what's the word I'm looking for? Precautions, safety measures built into them. That includes the fire extinguisher built into every product, the battery management system, which is our proprietary BMS software that monitors your battery's parameters and temperature and everything to keep it within safe operating condition. And that BMS will shut down your battery if there was ever a situation where anything was veering towards unsafe territory. However, that kind of event is uncommon. You know, we've had issues where the fire extinguisher and or BMS have had to kick on like that due to lightning strikes in the past, but it's very rare for your battery to just like overheat because of its chemistry or anything like that.
What? This thing's not pinging me. Like I don't know why it doesn't ping.
Guys, ping Brian, please. If anybody's just joining, ask us anything. We're here to answer your BatteryEVO questions. So behind us, you can see what we've been doing for the past 2 days. We were just out there yesterday. Mr. B60 says, thanks, my friend is a firefighter and he is scared of batteries because he's had to fight lithium fires and they burn like crazy. But I appreciate the explanation. Yeah, I mean, if you do get a lithium fire going, they are hard to put out. It is a highly combustible chemical, which is why we have the safety measures built in, just because we want to avoid those fires by any means. So I don't know what type of battery system was involved in the fire that your friend had to put out, but either it didn't have extinguishers built into it, or the extinguishers that particular product did have maybe failed to kick on. But that's why we are always trying to stay a step ahead of things and put in those measures in the batteries and the inverters to make sure that you don't have to deal with that and that your friend can sleep at night. Find this file. Now that's a ping right there.
What's the rest of the ones?
Do 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 do. Mr. B says thanks again. No problem. If you have any other questions, let us know. And if you are looking to take advantage of any of the discounts that we got going on the Labor Day Plus live stream, try and lock in a price by texting Brian. You can see him typing away answering your guys' text messages. 747-282-0538. That's the number at the bottom of your screen. You can text that in. Brian will get your text, let him know you're coming from the live stream, and he will hook you up. But yeah, so the last 2 days we were out at a film industry demonstration. We got some friends over at Atlas Lens Co. who were putting this event together. Boom, 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 boom. Someone on another live stream said that the G3 and 4 qualify for the federal tax credit. I'm surprised you don't advertise that. We've definitely advertised on that before. I know we've run ads that mention it. And I remember putting it on the website. Do we still mention that on the website, the federal tax credit? Because if not, we should.
I think it's in there somewhere, but I'm not exactly sure. I think it's probably like one of the resources pages.
Tell you what, Keith, we're gonna underline it. Maybe we should lead with it on one of the new pages somewhere whenever there's a new product. But yeah, so the past 2 days we were out with our friends at Atlas. They put together this film industry demonstration of the new Pixboom slow motion camera. That's a 1,000 frame per second camera. They threw one of the Atlas anamorphic lenses on it and showed people in the industry how it works, how to use it. It was a great event. A couple hundred people came out down at a studio in DTLA. A lot of fun. We were invited out to supply the power. So we brought 2 of our power tanks out there, the Komodos, and used one of them to run a food truck all day, which is these were 2 8-hour days that we did without recharging either battery. So one was running the food truck, which was doing the cooking, fridge and freezer in there, AC, all that stuff in the truck was going on all day. And then the second Komodo we used to power up all of the production lighting. So with the film industry, you have a lot of really large, high power, bright lights to light up the scenes. And when you're doing slow motion photography in particular, the amount of frames that the camera is catching per second causes it to be a little lower exposure. So your picture quality will start dimming down the lower and lower that you go, or the higher and higher that you go with frames per second. So in a situation where we're shooting a 1,000 frame per second video, you need a lot of lights in there. So that's where the power was needed. We did it off the grid. If you watch this video that's behind us, it's just posted to our YouTube channel today. Brian and I explain exactly how we hooked up the Komodo to the food truck and the Komodo to the production lights. It was a little different than our usual hookups to just hook up a home or RV. It was both needed special connectors and adapters and different builds to make it work. So if you're curious about that, be sure to check that video out when you're done with the live stream. Manny Gomez, welcome, buddy. Manny says, crazy busy Friday, Cheesecake Factory Club in the house. Yep, we're here. We're here, you're here. Cheesecake. It's Friday. It's 3:30 p.m. We're getting close to our 3-day weekend. As the Weeknd, the musical performer, famously once said, I feel it coming. Keith wants to know, how long have you guys been working at BatteryEVO? Brian is coming up on 2 years, and I'm about a year and 6 months, a year and a half. Think about all the character development in that time. Brian is so locked in texting you guys right now. Classic Gen Z, glued to his phone.
Not fair. It's really not fair. texting in at the same time. We're gonna run out of battery packs.
Good. Buy them batteries. We'll sell them all, and then I can have a 5-day weekend. Or more. I love it when we sell the batteries. That means that the marketing is working. Anybody in the chat got exciting Labor Day plans? I'm not doing anything except for maybe working a little bit on a side project that I got in the works. Other than that, I'm going to be trying to take it easy, get comfy, move as little as possible. Especially, you know, I'll get into some details that I didn't share in the actual video regarding what we've been doing the last few days at this event. Like, you know, in a perfect world, you get to your location and you're already informed about what you're going to be doing specifically. But we do not live in a perfect world. Unfortunately, I was unable to receive the exact specs for the food truck before we got there. So when we arrived with the food truck, we discovered that there was an incompatible power cable that's a little different from what we expected and what's typical in order to power it up. Usually we use generator port, even with food trucks, and we can run that 50 amp. But I was surprised to discover that they were using a 520R, which you actually see the adapter that I had to get on screen behind me. So there was no native cable input for that on the Walrus. So I tried 2 different adapters. First, I door dashed from Home Depot, neither of which are a sponsor, by the way. Send us money, guys. I got a driver to go pick up a 110 volt adapter for their 520, and I tried to run that first, which worked for a little while. It held us out for a little bit, but then that adapter ended up overheating because the food truck was using a lot more power than the 110 volt was intended for. So while that stopgap was going, I was looking into alternative solutions, and we found a custom adapter. Now you can get them on Amazon, but it was not something that was like as easy to just go pick up at the store. We had to like find a manufacturer for it and get it. But it's a custom adapter that allows you to take that NEMA 520 into a NEMA 1450 to go 50 amp with it. So that's what we ended up using to power everything up for the remainder of the event. Now, as that was going on, I also was literally learning how to hook up higher power stage lights for like film productions onto the other Komodo at the same time. So it was a lot of learning and a lot of troubleshooting all over those 2 days, running around back and forth in the sun. I'm tired, so needless to say, I can't wait for that 3-day weekend. But yeah, so I work in the film industry. However, I'm not a gaffer. I'm not an electrician by trade. I'm more of a, like, you know, directing camera type of mind. So although I have some experience working on sets that use those higher power lights, I've never been the one to hook them up myself. So I was on FaceTime with a gaffer, like basically like, hey, could you walk me through what I'm doing here? Because I hooked it up wrong twice, and then a third time. So 3 times in a row, I hooked it up wrong and the lights wouldn't power on. And I was like, all right, I'm going to need to call in the big guns here. So, you know, always a lot of discovery anytime you go out on a project. But this was a fun one. Thank you to Atlas for bringing us out and inviting us to power up the event. Thanks, Dan. Always enjoy being involved in the cool stuff you guys are doing over there. And shout out to Nanlux, who made the lights. Shout out to Mr. Charlie's, who fed us burgers and fries. Shout out to Pixboom, who was the star of the show with their slow motion camera. And shout out to you, Brian, for driving out there with me and being in the video. Guys, if you have any other questions, let us
crazy
know.
to think like how many things have like developed over the last few years just because of all the connections I've managed to put together.
I was just thinking about that when Keith asked the question of how long we've been working here, and I did the math in my head. I was like, I said a year and a half. I was like, think about how much in the short year and a half since I started here and we first met each other versus right now, like how much shit we've done. There's my language. Providence, where are you? I said the SH word. Providence has been monitoring my language, guys. You guys got to keep me in check. If anybody has any other questions, let us know. I just did a nice little 5-minute monologue about the event that we did, hoping that you guys would ask questions while I gave it. I was literally looking at the chat waiting for someone to interrupt me. Is there a BatteryEVO lotto pool at 1 billion? We each put in $10 for an equal share of the winnings. Whose $1 billion? If you think that we have $1 billion sitting around, then I think that you might have higher expectations for BatteryEVO as a company with money. Because if there's $1 billion here, I want to know where it is, and I would like a raise. Powerball. Okay. Now we're talking.
You ever play lottery? I usually don't play lottery.
I don't usually do it either. I bought a scratch off the other day, like maybe 2 weeks ago, when it was about when me and Jeff got back from our trip and we did a little gambling in Vegas, and that I was like new to it. So I like kind of got back and still had the itch a little bit. So I was like, let me buy a scratch off and test my luck one more time. Didn't win the scratch off, but I did win in Vegas. Keith wants to know what products are on the horizon. Well, right now
Rhino 4 is coming back.
The Rhino 4 is on the way, and that was a popular one. So it's not technically a new product, but it is a new round of it. Honestly, I think we're going to be holding down our current product line for a while, right? Like the Walrus G4s. Are we going to make more G3s? Do you know?
I mean, it was just based on supply.
Got you. Yeah, so I don't know of any brand new products. I mean, we're always iterating on the Walrus, so you can expect a Walrus G5 down the line. We will be iterating on the Komodo. You can expect some updates to the Komodo down the line. But as far as new products to announce, I don't have a specific one right now. The G3 and G4 have been very solid, well-performing units, both from a technical level and on how they're performing on the market. So we'll be holding down those for a while, I think. And we have a large supply of G4s. Manny says, no drinking, no swearing, no gambling, no carbs. Am I the only sinner?
Yes.
Dude, I am literally, my DNA is made out of drinking, swearing, gambling, and carbs. What are you talking about? I'm like, that's me at a molecular level. I actually don't gamble much. That was my first ever time. Was like 2 weeks ago. Legit question, how is the app development? It's going good. I still don't know the exact date that app is dropping, but I do know that progress has been being made. We had somebody else ask about the app earlier. Lil Frog says, will the Walrus G4 inverter start a generator when the battery drops to 20%? Yeah, you can set it to do that for sure. You can run it down all the way to 0 if you want to, but you can also have it either power down or reroute when it gets down to 20, and a lot of people do that. Keith Wright says G3 not getting discontinued. Just clarifying, no, G3 is not getting discontinued. But we make our products in like batches. So we'll make like X amount at a time and then sell them and then make more. So we are very low on stock of the Walrus G3 right now. We're about getting close to selling out, and it'll take a little time for us to make more. So if you want a G3 and it's at its lowest price ever right now, consider picking one up. And speaking of which, if anybody's just joining the stream, my name's Nick, this is Brian. The perk of these streams is that you can get live discounts from us while we're live streaming. So only while we're live, and we usually stream for 2 or 3 hours depending on the day, we are allowed to give you guys an extra discount on top of anything else, so you can discount stack. Right now we have Labor Day sale going on, which is the best sale that we've had all year. I can tell you guys, like, I get a look at all that stuff, and this is the lowest, most aggressive percentage off on any of the products that we've had all year long. And then you can throw that live discount on top of it. So if anybody's out there is thinking about getting a battery, I'd consider doing it today. This is our last stream before Labor Day officially happens. So on Labor Day itself, on Monday, we won't be here streaming, so you won't have the chance to get the live discount plus the Labor Day sale. Today would be the last chance for that. So if anybody out there is trying to sale stack, text us in. You just have to text us at 747-282-0538. Brian is locked in on his computer right now because he is responding to your text messages. He'll get them right here in this room, and he'll offer you the custom discount. But just be sure that he knows that you're coming from the live stream so that he can give you that extra discount.
Guys, please be mindful that we're almost out of inventory, and when I say that if you guys text in for the codes, please be ready to purchase same day because it will expire. I have people texting me saying, well, last time you told me it was this price. It's like, yeah, that was last time. That was that day. Your offer has expired. Every single time we do this, we always have a different deal of the day. That's why it's called deal of the day.
Yeah,
right?
today's reminds me I need to put the text.
Right now, deal of the day is G4 Plus. Last time it was Mantis. The day before that was anything over 40 kilowatt hour. Okay, so we'll change it based on the live. That's what keeps it fresh and unique and helps people get what they're looking to get. You're free to text in and haggle a little bit, but there's only so much I can do because everything's already been discounted 10% or more, so everything's already been price dropped. I'm trying to help you guys get an extra discount that's not available. If you try to call in, the sales team will not be able to get you the same deals I'm going to be able to get you. Their system just doesn't allow it. Only mine does because it's what we call a marketing incentive. It's not technically a discount code. It's a marketing incentive.
It's not something that they can recreate for you if you call in on the phone.
You know,
it's a marketing department exclusive.
By joining in the YouTube Live, you've now opted into special marketing incentives. Right? So now I offer you guys the codes. I offer you guys your special offer. There is a disclaimer where I always ask you guys, are you guys ready to buy today? If you guys aren't ready to buy today, you can continue to learn more about the product by asking in the chat. Like, you know, if you guys want to learn about the solar, if you guys want to learn about the install, you can always ask about that. But the moment you ask for the offer and it's been given to you and you didn't use it same day, your offer has expired.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. That's just the way it goes. We've had to get more strict over time because we have people texting me saying, well, July 2024, your price was this. It's like, yeah, that was probably on a G2. So because of that, me and Nick get in trouble for giving you guys good deals. Sometimes they tell us they don't want us to do this because we hook everybody too much.
Just so you guys know, and the Cheesecake Factory squad do know this because I know that we're all good friends and you don't want us going anywhere, but we have been told before not to go live because they don't want us giving out the smoking hot deals that we do on here. So we're always pushing it up against the limit of how much we can discount people, and one day it might just be the last stream if we get in too much trouble. But Brian and I are wild and crazy, you know, we'll do whatever it takes to sell you a battery.
Someone is asking me what it takes to be fully operational as they intend to use it, and I think they're talking about like in the grid tied install. So in this situation, hang on.
Does BatteryEVO have distribution deals with for sellers with shops in other countries? I mean, we do some business in South America.
Yeah. Sweet.
Batteries. If anybody else has any other questions, let us know. Thanks to everybody who's chatted so far. If you've been watching for a while, drop a like on the stream. It helps YouTube know that we're doing an okay job in the solar video niche, which is a nice little niche that we exist in here. I see Brian's at it right now, giving you guys your deals. If anybody else is looking to pick up one of those deals, text in 747-282-0538.
I never really thought about it, but like, it's probably kind of difficult because if you're watching the YouTube live on your phone and you're also texting, are you jumping in and out?
You are.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, you are.
Doesn't the YouTube live you know how YouTube you can do that thing where you can now like get out of it and then like the
Yeah, I think you can do that. I don't know if I thought that was maybe a YouTube Premium thing. I don't remember. I use YouTube Premium, so I don't remember if that's an exclusive thing to that.
I never thought about that.
So I got tired of ads on YouTube. It's driving me crazy.
I have to have ads because I run ads, so I have to see what people are doing. Oh no, you can still do it.
Nice.
So you can, if you're using YouTube Live or YouTube on your phone and trying to text, I think if you just like, well, I don't know, maybe if it's an iPhone only thing, I don't know. But if you just kind of like scroll up, the video will stay playing on your screen and you could still text.
Perfect.
That's what I'm doing.
So I got the old Premium because I didn't want to deal with ads and because I thought I would have that feature, but I guess everybody has that feature now. That's
yeah,
cool.
like you could still text and have
Nice.
the video on screen if you guys are trying to text and keep watching.
Main reason I couldn't deal with ads on YouTube is because I listen to One Piece commentary on YouTube to fall asleep. Like I'll listen to people talking about One Piece and speculating about like future storylines and stuff. It helps me sleep, and I can't be doing that. I can't be drifting off to sleep and then get a Tide commercial. Doesn't work for me.
Mm.
Getting a phone call. I'll be right back. Hello? Okay.
Nick is out again, so while he's gone, we'll text in so we can get some special offers or ask something in the chat. I'll try my best to answer it. I have it open here. When is BatteryEVO looking into sodium-based batteries? Manny Gomez, it just really depends on when we can get access to that type of battery pack or battery cells. We will always try to use whatever's newest in the market. We're not like looking for that product per se, but let's say we come into a repurposing situation where we can get access to some of those, we'll probably make some batteries out of it. Otherwise, I think sodium batteries are still more expensive than what's out there now, so it's going to be kind of hard for us to make that right now. But I don't see, it will happen at some point, Manny, for sure. We just don't have access to it right now, and we want to still keep the prices very low for everybody to be able to get these battery packs. So because of that, We probably won't have the sodium ones just yet because they're still more expensive. Do you guys have a showroom or a place I can see your products in the wild? From Donald. Donald, we did, but we moved locations. I mean, technically, yes. I mean, we do have a will call section, so you can. There is a location. If you go to our website, you should be able to find our place. Just schedule a time to come down here so somebody can help you out, because this place, there's not technically a showroom, but we do have a will call, so you guys can take a look at them. We used to have a showroom in the old facility, but that's been torn down. But best place to see them is on YouTube Live. Even if you come and see them here, Donald, they're not connected to anything, so you're just going to be looking at a ton of batteries being built more than anything. In the old facility, we did have a main electrical panel and a sub panel, and you could see all the wiring and hookups, but this facility we're in now, we don't have that set up. We're probably make it soon, but we don't have it yet. Yeah. We probably will get a showroom again at some point. Alright guys, I'm just getting an inventory update. There's officially 20 units left, and maybe a little less than that because I just gave out some quotes. So maybe there's about, with the amount of quotes I gave out just now, maybe there's about 12 G3 packs left. Because remember, it's us and the sales team who's also selling these battery packs, and then there's still the online pricing, so people are buying them. So give or take, there's maybe less than 15 for sure. Make sure to try to get your pricing now, because starting tomorrow, everybody goes on 3-day weekend. And because of that, there's not going to be anybody around to give you guys good deals. So text in, at least try to lock in some pricing if you can. The units will sell out. We say this time and time again. And then they do, and then everybody's trying to get them 3 weeks later. So make sure to text in while it's still available. I have 3 devices on right now, and it's very confusing. G4 and the solar panel on sale 6100. VVU, let me see. VVU, yeah. Donald Williams, I would say go to, if you really want to see the battery packs, just go to our website. There should be a location there, and then but maybe text in or call in and see if you can schedule a time to get here, because again, it's a will call. It's a will call section. It's not like a showroom. But I mean, I don't see why we wouldn't show you the battery packs if you came in here. Let me see for the, hang on, VVU is asking G4 and the solar panel sale 6100. It depends on the kit. It depends on the kit. So let me get you some pricing. G4. No. That is not the price. Say VVU, yeah, with the 4 panels, you're right. It is that price, and if you text in, I'll get you an even better price than that. Vivo, you're right. So 6100, it's actually 6159, 6159. That's with G4 and 4 solar panels. But if you text in, I'll beat that. I'll do you better than the price you just said. I have 3 devices going right now, and it's very confusing. Daniel, why do you have 3 devices going on? Why do you have 3 devices? You can use your phone and still text. It should be able to do it. I was just doing it like a few seconds ago. About with the 8 panel price, it's gonna be G4 Plus with 8 panels is 6,959 on sale. But remember, while this is live, we'll get a better price than that. G4 Plus is deal of the day, which means it's a better discount than the YouTube live discount. Okay. All right, guys, text in. Everybody's texting in for G3s right now. We're gonna let the oh no, it's barely 4 o'clock. We can still let the live go for a little while. Can I ask a discount today with G4? You gotta text in, Vivu. You gotta text in for pricing. I cannot give it over YouTube live. Nick's always leaving Brian. Yeah, he's too famous now. It's gotten to his head. He's That's what happens when you promote your video guy to creative director and let him produce all your stuff. He gets it. Now he's just too busy. Brian, give them extra money off if they like and subscribe to your YouTube channel. Sure, I mean that's the Manny exclusive. If you like and subscribe, we'll give you a Manny code now. Yeah, Keith, Nick's always leaving. I don't know what his deal is. So, one of your live stream one text I want to get on your website with. I'm in my 60s. I can't multitask like few people do. Oh, sorry about that, Daniel. He probably went to the bathroom to go car shopping. Yeah, that's funny. How do I text in? The number's right below right here. You can see it right below right here. 747-282-0538. Vinvu, just text that number. Text it, and that's how you do that. Keith, maybe we can get him a Tesla. I'm not even sure. When I didn't have a car, I was trying to get one, and I didn't get one. There are a lot of things I like about your battery pack. That's great, Daniel. I'm glad you like the battery pack. Make sure that when you're ready to purchase to text in so that we can get you a good deal. Remember, guys, once we give you guys the offers, they're same day. So if you're not ready to buy, don't ask for the discount. Don't ask for the offer. You can ask questions to learn about the product. Don't ask to get a good offer. Just know that everything's already been discounted, and the YouTube Live discounts are designed to get an extra piece of money off the unit. Once you guys get that code, it expires. But text in, Vinvu. I have your thing here. I'll be able to text you back. Me or one of my reps will be able to hit you back up. What'd you find? Oh, hell yeah.
What do you want?
These ones. Were you running?
No,
Oh.
I was just going up the stairs.
Alright, sick. Then we had quite a bit of views. Whoever's watching now, make sure to ask your questions in the chat so we can continue to talk about the battery packs. We don't have many King Kong 2s left, and we definitely don't have many G3s left. Yeah, Can's invisible so that people cannot promote on this channel. Until we get a brand deal, we will not promote anything. So, if you guys have a business that you guys want to promote on this show, let us know. We will do a deal. I have some more with chips. It was snack time. It was snack time. Everybody knows when it's YouTube live time, I usually don't take a lunch. So I usually just eat at my desk all the time. We were on a hot streak. Now we're not on a hot streak. Fong Mai, wish your G series will come with a hardwire option. The G3 Pro can do it. Fong, G3 Pro can do hardwire. It's got the terminal points in the back. You can do it. You can do it. Fong is also a local. I've seen him come in here a few times. We talked on the phone last weekend. Fong was going to get a really good deal, but deal of the day expired for Fong. But he's a good guy. I'll hook him up. But G3 Pro can hardwire. My G3 is coming next. My G3 is coming in next week. I'm going to have to set it up through a transfer switch to after the main panel into a sub panel. Is there anything I need to know about neutral ground bond? Keith, for that question, I would call in for an engineer to help you out with that part. I'm not 100% sure for that one. Manny Gomez says, snacking on live stream is making me hungry. Have a great weekend. Manny, are you heading out? What are you doing for Labor Day weekend, Manny? Prominence perspective, my G4 came in yesterday. Prominence, make sure to film it like you did last time, please. That was really helpful. We'll shout it out again like when we did here. My solar can produce over 100 kilowatts a day, but not enough storage for me right now. The G3 Pro is not enough storage? You're producing 100 kilowatts hour a day? Okay, just stack another battery. G3 Pro with 3 batteries is 66 kilowatt hour. Boss at home tells me what I do 24/7. Boss at home. Who's the boss at home, Manny? Also, if I get another G3 with expansion battery, can I connect all 3 batteries together with 2 separate inverters? No. Keith, no. If you get an extension pack, you can add it to one or the other all in one system. You're not going to wire them all 3 together. You must not be married. I'm not married, Manny. Good.
So we got viewers?
Yeah, we got a lot of views actually.
Cool. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm so excited for that song to come out, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Prominence. Alright, snacking on live stream is making me hungry. Have a great weekend. I'm hungry too. What are you eating? I'm good. I was just curious. ASMR with the chips. So we got Feng Mai, we got Vin Vu, we got Keith Ray, we got Manny Gomez, we got Daniel.
Vin Vu's like the newest in the chat.
Yeah, I haven't seen Vin in here before. Welcome, Vin. Peppy says, can a J1772 plug be installed to charge on level 2 chargers? Did you answer that question?
Does that just come in right now?
Yeah. Prominent says, I'm charging my Tesla off my G4 right now. Keith says, to charge your EV or to charge the G3, to Pepe's question. And Manny's also hopping in. That's the best thing about all these guys we got in here.
I have a lot of viewers actually.
Well, welcome guys. If you're just joining us, my name's Nick and this is Brian. We stream a couple times a week from BatteryEVO. We're from the marketing department. We do this to do Q&A, answer you guys' questions about the products, about the batteries, how to use them, how you could potentially set up your home for off-grid use. You know, we can give suggestions with panels. Pretty much anything you guys need off-grid will help you out. And while we're live streaming, only while we're live streaming, we have live discounts that we can offer you. So that's a way that you can discount Stack. Because we have Labor Day going right now, which has been the best sale that we've had all year. I can just tell you that point blank. It's the highest percentage off we've taken on things all year. And you can stack on top of that this live stream discount while we're live. So you got to text us in at 747-282-0538, and Brian, who's been responding to your guys' text messages there, will offer you an extra discount on top of that Labor Day sale so you can get the lowest price possible. Again, just text him, make sure he knows you're coming from the live, and that's only while we're live streaming. We'll be going for a little less than an hour remaining now, unless a lot of you guys come in at 5. Sometimes we stay. Nick says, what was the call about? You get a movie deal. It is entertainment related, but not a movie deal. That would be nice. I'm not going to name any names, but I will be, not as a musician, but my voice is going to be featured in a rap song. So I cannot elaborate further. This is his last live stream now. I hope not. I hope not. I mean, maybe if it was a movie deal, then yeah, it probably would be my last live stream. We're doing some cool stuff, though. I got a couple fun side projects that we're doing that I can talk about more later. I've been busy lately. If anybody else has any other questions, let us know. If you're watching and haven't dropped a like on the stream, reconsider your actions and like the stream. Especially if you want the live streams to continue. Need them likes. Within the rhythm of the night. Nick says, for the customer that asked earlier if you could put more than 5,500 watts of solar panels on a G3, the answer is yes, you can. Per the spec sheet, the max solar voltage input is 230 volts. Manny says, okay, got a bag of chicharrones. Jealous. Prominence, could I get a little hint for that spicy food that's coming in the mail? You don't have to tell us everything about what it is, but maybe just a little hint of what to expect. Is it like a whole bag of snacks to eat? Like they'll get through the whole bag, or is it like a one and done, you do this and you have then accomplished the challenge, like a one bite thing? How spicy are we talking? It's funny, I actually, talking about something that spicy made my mouth start watering. And it's not because I'm like super appetized. Like I'm not really trying to I'm not dying to eat some really spicy food right now, but I think it's just like my mouth prepped for pain, I guess. Nick says, however, the inverter can only use 5,500 watts. Nick is correct. Prominent says it's sweet and you each get one. Oh, so it's not gonna be spicy. Well, maybe it will be. Maybe it's sweet and spicy. Sweet. Some ghost pepper chocolate or something, maybe. I thought you said it was spicy in one of the previous streams, unless I made that up. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, things will get brighter. Things always get brighter when you take your home off the grid and use solar energy to
You guys
power
have
it.
been saving a lot of money, huh?
Oh yeah, that's how you make your life brighter, both literally and metaphorically. Prominent says, I let you believe it. Oh, so you're not sending us something spicy, you're just being a genuinely kind person and sending us a sweet treat in the mail. That's very nice. Thank you. I am looking forward to it. Everybody, all the rest of the marketing team's going to be jealous. Everybody around here likes a sweet treat. They weren't going to be jealous if it was the spicy stuff. Only Brian and I do that, and we do it for attention from you guys. Nick says, I want to overpanel it to 8250 watts. Beyond that, your money is for sure better spent going with the G3 Pro instead. Also, keep in mind, I mean, everybody has different needs and different uses, but like most homes are going to be okay with like 8 panels. Would it be possible to connect 690 watt solar panels to the G4 Plus? If so, how many? It is possible. 650 watt panels, sorry. Yeah, no, that's cool. Prominence says, or maybe I'm letting you believe it now. The mind games for Prominence have really gone into full effect. Prominence is now the Riddler of YouTube. 650 watt panels. Yes, you can connect them to the G4 Plus, but how many? Can you help me do the math on that, Brian? How many
do
650?
math for you? Is that what the
I went
heck?
to art school.
Okay, fine. What's the math?
How many 650 watt panels can you connect to the G4 Plus?
Depends on the voltage. What's the voltage?
What is the voltage? Can you let us know the voltage?
You just decided not to multiply?
I am only capable of so much. I think you're giving me too much credit.
I'm genuinely shocked right now.
My ego has never been cut down faster than Brian turning to me and saying, you don't know how to multiply? Technically, you could connect 8250 watts if the usable output
You
max
used the
is
calculator.
No.
Alright.
This is I'm just reading Keith's.
Okay,
I
technically
didn't
you could connect 8,000 out, max out at 5. Yeah, that's true. Would it be possible to connect 650 watts? Fazil, you're back. Fazil, has Fazil purchased? I think we already gave him his offer.
Yeah, I thought we did too.
You just
But
want to go
welcome back.
up to the 230 volts max PV input if you're going all in series, or you're going to do up to 8,000 watts total on a G4 Plus. Okay, so just goes that. Depends on the efficiency and optimization. That's true. If you overpanel the system, run solar clipping, this increases solar production in the morning and evening.
Prominence with the deep knowledge.
Super deep knowledge.
See, this isn't just like the beginner's live stream. This is an intermediate, if not expert, live stream. We got a bunch of people in the chat who know more than I do. But one thing I do know how to do is take a pretty picture of a battery. Clips the noon sun to the limit. Nice, nice. I mean, I could definitely see why you'd want to do that, especially, I mean, we were talking earlier, you know, about cloudy weather and the challenges of, excuse me, challenges of producing enough solar energy during some parts of the years in certain areas. And I guess clipping would be one way to tackle that if you know you're going to get a good couple hours of real sunlight in during
Chat,
part
get
of the
ready
day.
to clip this.
Get ready to clip this. Fazil says 47.5 open circuit. So basically we're talking pretty much 48 volt. Brian's doing the math that I cannot.
It just, you saw that, right? It just went back to zero.
Yeah.
4 panels.
4 panels.
So what you're probably going to do, because he has the 650 watt,
Yeah, 650 watt panels.
2 600. Okay, so you'll go 4 panels in series. Then you're going to get another 4 panels in series. That's going to get you about 5,200 watts of solar. And then you'll run these 2 series to a junction box to run them in parallel to be able to get more solar. But you can only run 4 in series before exceeding the PV input.
Fazil says never got the offer because panels needed to be added.
Okay, well,
So
perfect.
can
Then
you text us?
yeah,
Yeah,
good.
text us back in. We'll add those
Wait,
panels.
but you already have your own panels, right?
We won't stop.
Or is
from
he just
getting
looking
more.
at the panels?
We
If
won't
you just
stop
get the
from getting
8-panel
more.
kit that we have, you satisfy this.
Oh wow, this stream did get a lot of views.
Yeah, it's hot right now. It's just people. Mostly the locals are asking the most chats.
Yeah, we got the regulars in the chat right now, who I will never complain about you guys being here. I love. It's crazy how many people we have that come back at this point. Like how many recurring viewers we have on this stream. Happy Friday, Randy. Good to see you in here. But yeah, text us in if you haven't already this afternoon. Please text us in, Fazil, 747-282-0538. We'll set you up that new order with the panels included. How many panels did you want? Or you can just text that to Brian. We love solar panels. We love batteries. How fast can the Komodo travel ground speed?
Not too fast.
Yeah,
Well,
I
like
think.
like 3-4 miles an hour.
Yeah, I was
5?
gonna say 4. I think it's 4
Yeah.
miles an hour.
It's not too fast. Prominence. It's
That's actually on purpose for safety
it's
reasons.
super heavy. You don't want that. You don't want that thing traveling anything. any
Ooh
faster.
man, can you imagine that thing hitting you at like 10 miles an hour, 20 miles an
I
hour?
was thinking like 40.
Ooh, I mean you're toast. You're cooked.
Oh my
You got
God,
no
it
bottom
was
half to your body if you
sick.
get hit with that thing at 40 miles an hour.
Yeah,
I
but
do
you-
wonder what if we overclocked the Komodo, like what the absolute max speed we could in theory get on it would be.
Yeah, it's a little tricky. I told you about the time that me and Big Dubs used the tank, right? The actual driving tank.
Yeah,
not the
you guys
Komodo.
almost drove off
We
the
almost
side.
flew off the mountain because it like, I guess the way that it wasn't the Komodo. It was like another thing. It was like
Yeah,
another
so-
little tank product. I don't even know what you'd call
So
it.
what Brian's talking about is not one of our products. He's talking when we were designing the Komodo. You know, you do R&D. You kind of look at other products that use tank treads and stuff like that. And our big
Chairman?
boss, our big boss had one of those out on his property, which has a mountain on it, and I almost lost Brian and Dubs on the same day.
We
That
were
would have been
gonna
a bad
fall
day.
off.
That would have
Like,
been a
we
sad,
were,
sad
like,
day.
literally inches away.
I'm glad that didn't happen, buddy.
It was bad. It's Pepe it's to charge the walrus with excess solar after both EcoFlow DPU stacks charge. EV charger would charge it automatically with solar that would be going to waste as soon as my setup is charged. That's a lot of information. It's to charge the Walrus excess solar after both EcoFlow DPU stacks charge. The EV charger would charge it automatically with solar that would be going to waste as soon as my setup is charged. My EV's not always home to take advantage of the excess solar. Oh, I see. Got it. Okay. Yeah, Pepe, you're right. So that's exactly what a big battery pack is designed to do, is to, during the day when you're not home, you're collecting all of your solar, and you could discharge it for your electric vehicle later so you don't have to use your grid. That's exactly what you'd want to do, Pepe. If you send me a Komodo Mini as a promo, I'll make a video for my 160 YouTube followers. Prominence, I don't think we have Komodo Minis. I think they're all out of stock. Can he put another 4 series panels in parallel, make it over 5.5k watts? Yes, but you do not want to exceed 8,000 watts worth of solar, Daniel. But yes, you can. You can get another one going. I think if he adds another one, he'll be right on the money, because he'll just have to add another 2,600, and he'll be at 7,800 watts. So he can go 444. Got it, thanks. Send me a deal for G4 Plus. You got to text in, Fazil. Make sure, remember, once we give you this deal, that's today only. So make sure that we get you this deal today, or we're all going to be in trouble later.
Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, your house will get brighter. Walrus G4 has 230 volt max input. 230 divided by 47.5 equals 4.8. So each string can be 4 panels wired in series. 650 times 4 equals 2,600 watts. So you'll wire 4 strings of 4 panels in parallel for 10,400 watts. You took the words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I literally, like, as I was thinking it, you typed it and posted it, so it saved me the time.
What were you thinking?
Oh, I was just thinking to myself about how the Walrus G4 has 230 volts max input, and when you divide 230 by 47.5, you get 4.8. So essentially you can do 4 panels in a series.
You did 47.8? No, it was 47.9, wasn't it?
47.5. Dun 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 dun.
Oh, yeah, he's right. Okay. Well, regardless, it's still going to give you 4 panels. Because you can't put 4.8 panels. But yes, Nick, you're right. Nick Windham for the win. Nick Windham. Windham?
Imagine a ham, a slice of deli ham, like flapping in the wind like a flag.
Windham.
That's a windham.
What happened to the Bitcoin guy?
Where you at, Mr. Bitcoin? He
Prominence
comes in
just
still
has
sometimes.
like crazy things going on. He's planted 10 trees.
He's
today.
always doing amazing
Today.
things. Today, planted 10 trees. For all you Gen Alpha kids, I touched grass. Not only is he on top
I'm
of
impressed
his...
and offended.
Yeah, not only is he on top of things, planting trees, owning property, being a solar guru, but he knows how to connect with Gen Alpha.
Yeah, but he also is like one half impressive, one half just like, listen, kids.
Listen up, kids. He's showing us how it's done every time.
We're getting a direct call to our line. Should we
Take it. Sell him a battery.
Brian, BatteryEVO.
Nick Windham says the G4 inverter will use 8,000 watts. The extra 2,400 watts won't get used in the middle of a sunny day, but it will make the inverter start producing earlier in the day and later in the day. It also helps on cloudy days.
J172? I'm confused.
That's great. Very helpful
Who did
advice.
you text that one to? I'm sorry, because I don't think I got that text message. Let me go back.
Oh.
Hang on, because we're on the YouTube live. If you wanna do the call, can we put you? Is it okay if we put you on speaker so everybody else can hear too? Otherwise, we gotta continue to text. Okay, here we go. Now I see it. Okay, so can a J1772 plug be installed to charge level 2 chargers?
Nick M, did I get your email today? Let me take a look right now. I love emails.
So you want to be able to charge. Okay, I see what you want to do. But you want the EV charger to charge the Walrus, or you want the Walrus to be used.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, we'll get you set up. We'll go ahead and do that once Brian gets off this call. Yeah, I got your back, Prominence. I'm looking forward to the video.
You'd probably do it in reverse. So you'd probably want to have the battery pack. You want to have the Walrus collecting your excess solar, and then when you get home, you would wire up your EV charger through a sub panel so that you could utilize the Walrus's battery pack power. Yeah, in this way you can.
If anybody else has any other questions, ask us in the chat.
Technically, you could if you can get it to go into the 50 amp AC inputs, then yes. So you'd probably need like an extension port, like a conversion cable, because there's no J1772 plug on or input on the Walrus unit. You'd probably pull out. So this would be like a DIY type situation. So the way that I would try to do it is that where the 50 amp AC input is, you would take that port out, and the cabling is inside. So if you could hardwire a plug that can accept this, that's why we're saying like technically yes. But if you want to do this, I would suggest to call in maybe next week when we have all the engineers in here so that they can explain to you how to do this. So people have done this with their RVs. So sometimes people have RVs and they want to do that same situation, and they pull out that 50 amp AC input, and then they'll hardwire their RV charge control directly through there. So I would think you could do something like that. In the safer route, if you could have some type of conversion cable, that'd probably be better, but you can take it out. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. That would be great, but I don't think there is something like that. But that's why we said technically yes, because all those ports.
Nick
I mean,
says
they're
the
G4
inverter can handle up to 80 amps solar input. Your 650 watts.
It's the same thing. If you pull that port out, the wires are there. If you can take them off and then
panels
wire
are
them to a different
probably
port,
about 15 amps
answer is
short
yes.
circuit current. So 4 strings in parallel is
But I
only
see what
60
you're trying to
amps.
do, and I see why
And
you're trying to
Prominence
go
says,
in this direction.
my house usually runs about 10% of the inverter. Right now, my golf cart is charging, and I'm using 35% of my inverter. So you're using. Are you still running your house at the same time? Daniel says, you show a walrus with snow on it next to an igloo. Does that mean it can be used outdoors? No, you can use it outdoors, but you should not store it outdoors, and you should not get water or snow on it. That is just for
in terms of price?
Stylistic choices.
So the G4 Plus right now on
I'm gonna
sale
take
is
a phone
at
call again.
$5,199. That's before YouTube Live pricing. If you want YouTube Live pricing, you could text in and I'll get you that price for the extra discount, so that we don't say it over the YouTube Live. G3 is at $4,199. Yeah, you could just text in and then I'll get you your pricing over text. Yeah. All right, cool. My name is Brian. We're from the YouTube Live. If you can figure out this J17 thing, and you talk to the technicians and they show you how to do it, I'd be happy to see a video of how this gets done. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, as long as the wires on the back hook up, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because people have converted the 50 amp AC input to take either generators or to take RVs. So I don't see a reason why it wouldn't. It's just, hot and negative wires. So I don't see why it shouldn't work as long as it can accept the charge. Yeah. Yeah, just let them know you jumped in on the YouTube live because this is a more technical conversation anyways. So we won't void your thing for this situation. Yeah. All right, man. Talk to you later. Yeah, so he's the guy who asked about the J17 port, and he wanted to figure out if he could find a way to, because I told him you can go backwards. So it's like you can take the solar charge into this, and then when you get home, use an EV charger. But I think the way his setup goes now is that his solar setup or his existing solar battery setup is designed to it goes directly to his EV charger. So like his EV charger kind of automatically collects it and uses it. So by him not being home and having his Tesla plugged in, it basically just disperses. So he's basically saying if I can put the same EV port on the G4, then I would just hook up the EV chargers to the G4. So those 4 hours of latency where he's not around, it'll just automatically push it in there, and then he'll just send it back out later when he needs to. Is kind of the way he's describing it to me. I would still say, though, that it'd probably be better to still reverse it, because by charging in and then charging back out, you still kind of build the same system anyway. But, I mean, it'd be...
Keith says, can I store it outdoors next to my house if I build a cover for it?
Yes.
Yes, you can. Yeah, you just don't want it exposed to the elements of water and dust and stuff. You just want to protect it from things getting inside the inverter. So as long as it's covered, you're good. I've seen people do it with Home Depot sheds, things like that.
Hello everyone, this is Bruno Patrick. I played Arlene Crane and Guy Ritchie. I hope everyone had a wonderful week, and I'm very excited to announce that I'll be joining the cast on the upcoming movie Guyver Genesis, written and directed by Corey Allen. We start shooting early November, so if you get a chance, please go on Kickstarter to help us raise funds for this project. Thank you. Oh, I almost forgot the most important thing. The most important thing to remember is
It's only 15 minutes left before we cut out this stream. I wouldn't recommend storing a covered outdoor area if you're in a wet environment. Same, prominence. I would also not.
who's going to protect the protector?
What are you even watching?
This is one of the actors for the sci-fi short. So there was live action movies in the 90s, and I can talk about it because we're about to post this announcement, but there was the live action Guyver movies in the 90s, 2 movies, and this was the main villain in the second movie. He's just signed on for our project. So this is him announcing his involvement.
Whose idea was to do that project? That was Corey's idea?
Oh dude, this has been Corey's baby for a long time. Corey was talking about this to me a year ago when we did the Journeys ad. He was telling me about it, that he wanted to do this, and now it's finally coming together. The rhythm of the night. I wouldn't recommend storing it in a covered outdoor area if you're in a wet environment.
We got a ton of viewers.
I love you guys. I love you viewers.
We need to give you guys good deals though, because we're gonna cut this out soon and no more deals.
It's true. It is. We got, like Brian said, we got 15 minutes left before we're ending this. And again, I'll warn you guys, we will not be streaming on Labor Day. We won't be here. So today is your last opportunity before Labor Day to get the Labor Day deal plus the live stream deal together. If you want a discount stack.
G3 battery packs are almost out of stock.
Yeah, and the deal of the day, guys, is G4 Plus. Deal of the day, G4 Plus. My environment would be considered similar to LA, but a little hotter and a little colder, more dusty during the summer. So just you amped up everything. I'm in Central California. Look like you could put the Walrus in an enclosed trailer and go charge a car alongside the road. You could do that. You could do that.
If you
For
are
sure.
Liquid IV, sponsor us. What would you want to be sponsored by if you could be?
Anything?
Okay, let's because I feel like you're gonna go really high.
I'm not gonna.
You're gonna say like Sony cameras or something. So let's
I was
for
gonna
the
say
show.
something like that.
for the show
Like
first.
just like a product to have sitting
Yeah,
here.
like first
that-
for the show.
Okay. You know what? Wingstop.
Oh
You
yeah,
know, we're always
Wingstop would be classic.
we got a little inside joke, guys.
Wingstop would be
Oh,
sick.
Prominence, thank you for the reminder. So Prominence needs his affiliate code activated. Could we go on and do that right now? He's gonna post a video this weekend. But yeah, Wingstop. We got an inside joke in the marketing team where it's always just like this one stock image of like a big Wingstop combo meal.
It's all of it. It's the whole thing.
Yeah, and we just, anytime it's either like a rough day at the office or somebody just, needs something, it's like here, and then we send each other the image. I don't think, we've never gotten Wingstop as a crew though.
Yeah, Wingstop.
I order
would
pizza
be
for the team every now and then.
It's
Next
this one,
time
right?
next time I'll order us Wingstop instead of pizza. Yep, that's him.
All right, Prominence, you have been accepted. I think if you log in with your affiliate, I think you should be able to get your code. You should be able to make your code from there. You're gonna get an ID. Make sure you use that link associated to your to your stuff.
Yeah. You should get the email.
Yeah. Fazil, yes, you can. Fazil's asking, can the G4 Plus charge a Tesla? So technically, yes, but the G4, we always say the technically thing, huh?
Yeah.
Like technically, yes, but so yes, it can. However, the thing is that the G4s are not, it's not a supercharger. So you can charge whatever the battery pack is. So if you have a 22 kilowatt hour battery pack, you'll be able to charge 22 kilowatts. But the rate won't be super fast. So what we recommend is if you want to be able to charge at your normal rates, get an EV charger, like a home EV charger, but instead of wiring it to your grid, wire it through a sub panel to the Walrus, so that the EV charger can still charge at its normal rate, or at its level 2 charging rate, but it's just sucking the energy out of the battery pack. But you can charge out of the G3 using the 50 amp AC output with a cable that connects to your EV charger, but it's just not fast.
The multitasking goes crazy these days. I texted the request to the phone number, can the G4 Plus charge a Tesla and at what kilowatt? It can with a few little mods. I don't know the kilowatts for that specifically. Prominence says, thanks. You're welcome, Prominence. Please send me the good deal text phone number ending in 3499. Did you get that one?
Yeah.
Brian's got you covered. Usually charge at 20 amps so it leaves enough capacity for the rest of my house. That makes sense, Prominence.
Hello, everyone.
Waiting for price via text, guys. I thought you said you took care of him.
Oh man, you know what's happening?
Oh,
It's
is this
that
this
time of the
again?
day.
Oh no.
It's that time of the day
We
where
need to go get Fred's phone.
Oh my gosh.
I'll go
Yeah.
get the phone. I'll go get the phone.
Yeah. All right, guys. If you're East Coast, this number is dead. It's
Can you accept
dead.
calls?
I can accept calls.
So call Brian.
Hello, Brian BatteryEVO. What's up? Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. G3. Okay. Controls. Hang on. Let me get some code right now. So G3 Pro Plus panels.
I'll be right back. I need to do equipment.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you know the Labor Day pricing. If you want to get the YouTube Live discount, you're gonna have to get it over text. I can't let you know what that is because we're still on air. Okay. So G3 Pro with panels. You wanted the 16 panel kit, right? 16 panels. 16 panels. Okay, so the G3. Oh, actually, this is a 3 battery kit. Okay, so hang on, I have quite a couple of these. Okay, so G3 Pro with 8 panels is $9,950 Labor Day price. Okay, then I have. That's the 22 kVA inverter with a 44 kilowatt hour battery pack and 4,400 watts of solar. 950. Yeah. And then YouTube Live pricing will get you a little lower. It will get you lower than that. So 2 of these whole systems, then I'll hook you up twice as much. If you get 2 full systems, then I'll get you a better deal. The only part of this that doesn't get cheaper is technically the solar panels. So the solar panels across all of the products are already at wholesale pricing. So what you're getting a discount on is the all-in-one systems. So we'll throw in YouTube Live pricing, we'll throw in deal of the day pricing, and because if you end up getting 2 full systems, I'll bundle it together. So that'll be kind of like maximum discount price. Well, right now, technically, yeah, because we're still on live. So because we're on live, I can't let out this price over the phone because someone's going to clip it later. And then they're going to basically say, Brian offered me this price. All right, so just so you know, based on current Labor Day pricing, if you were to use our website to check out right now, 2 full systems of the G3 Pro 22 kVA inverter with 44 kilowatt hour and 4,400 watts of solar, 2 of these would put you at $19,900. Yeah. For 2 G4s with solar? Got it. And now you need more? Why do you need so many of these battery packs? Are you a bit, oh, got it. Got it. Yeah. So the G3 Pro is going to be more expensive because of the inverter. The inverter is more powerful on this one. But the solar panels across these packs are the exact same. And then it's priced accordingly based on the G3 battery pack. So it's the inverter pack that's the more expensive one. Yeah. Sounds good. All right, man. Yep, no worries. All right, if you guys are on the East Coast, I think that my system, this phone number is not going to let me text you guys. So I'm going to try to text you out of the other phone like we did last time and try to hook you guys up. Let me see what I can do here. I gotta text this phone number first. Damn, I hate talking with this phone. This phone sucks. Wait, I can't use this phone. This isn't the phone, Nick. Alright, screw this. I'll go back to this. Alright. Oh man, I can't text you guys. How do we do this? Sucks. I hate that I can't text you guys at this time. I guess we'll just cut the stream. I think stream is done. I think it's over. I can't text anybody after this time anyway. Please send me the price details, Fazil. I'm gonna try to get you your pricing, Fazil. I can't. My number can't text you guys on the East Coast. I can't find any specs on the solar panels that you sell on your website through your units. Yes, I can get you the specs, Daniel. We always post the specs here. I think you asked for them last time. I think we did provide them to you. I always post them in here. I'll post them again. Alright, I'm posting the solar specs here again. Daniel, they're in the chat. What's the largest order that actually went through that you have ever done? Me, personally? Let me think. Maybe like 20-something thousand. No, actually, that's not true. The Komodos probably like in the 30s of thousands, like 36,000 maybe. I'm trying to think. Because the orders I usually done over the phone, like the higher ones will be in like in the 12 to 16,000. Some people purchase online on their own. They bought it in that around that range. Trying to think what's the best. It's got to probably be like around 30-something thousand. For gentlemen that called regarding the Tesla charging G4, only Cybertruck can do that currently. Other Teslas cannot. Okay. Got it. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna cut the stream out. I think we've made it to the end. We've made it to the end. Oh yeah, V2L, vehicle to load. I remember this. Alright, Nick Windham, thank you for helping out there. I think I'm gonna cut out the stream. Nick's out being famous. We got things to do. Alright, if you guys want to get a deal, text the number below. I'll try to get back to you. Otherwise, Labor Day weekend.